guys, there's not a cloud in the sky. High sun, post cold front, no wind. Like, it's gonna be a tough day. That's a good fish though. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good one too, dude. Wow. That's a great bass. That's a good
Easy. Got him. Yeah. Dude, that's a freaking monster. Dude, that is a monster.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
What's happening, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're at another awesome private water fishing lake called Pecan Gap in Gainesville, Texas. Now, it's been about 2 years since I fished this lake, and I will tell you there's some giant, big fish in here. Big fish. To the best of my knowledge, they're pure Florida strain though. So let me tell you what that means. Today, if you can't tell, it's full sun, no clouds, all right? Very little wind. Right now we've got slick, calm waters. We also are 2 days post cold front. It's right now about 32 degrees. And on top of that, it's a full moon. Haven't checked the barometric pressure today, but what I'm basically saying is the cards are not currently stacked in our favor, which may mean that it leads to some finesse fishing today. All right, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna tee this video up by saying I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna catch them today, except for the fact that I hope we do get out and catch them, because this is an amazing lake and I want to showcase it for you guys. So again, we are at Pecan Gap, Gainesville, Texas, private water fishing. About to step up on deck, get to ripping some lips, hopefully, and I'll tell you along the way what we're doing to catch these fish, even if it's finesse tactics. All right, let's roll. Oh, it's not a three, it's monster of a fish. Good fish right there. All right, as we get started here, I told you it was cold. It is 43-degree water temps. All right, right now, not a bass in sight, but hopefully we're gonna find them today.
Now the cutthroat are always out of sight. Get this hog right here. Oh wow, what a cat!
Be there. Yeah, I figured this has like a little crappie color action to it, so maybe one of them will come up and eat a big crappie. All right, there were a couple of fish when I was coming over here to pick you up. Down this kind of bank line, there was some fish over there that I could see on the graph. Yeah, there's that one and that one. And then this back area, both these little back areas are full of timber. And in the summer, you can't even get back there though. There's a ton of, yeah, I was gonna say there, I see that tree you're coming over. Oh, that was a bite. Oh, maybe I'm coming through a tree limb. Never mind. Never mind.
So what's the over under? 4? You set it at 4?
Shoot, I think 4 is a pretty good number, man. Yeah, I think 4 is a good number. I set up the intro to this video and I'm like, guys, there's not a cloud in the sky. High sun, post cold front, no wind. Like, it's gonna be a tough day. That's a good fish though. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's a good, holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Nah, I think I got him. Come here. Look at that fatty. Oh my God.
That thing's about to bust.
Oh my gosh. Good grief. Dude, that is amazing. That is short but fat. Holy cow. There we go, guys. Yes. That tank just ate the crappie swim jig. That's awesome. Look at that beautiful fish. All right, guys, what that fish bit on was the XZone swimmer. And this jig I just picked up from Flirt Skirt Fishing. And so kind of like a crappie color. I was kind of hoping that the bass would come up and eat a crappie color, kind of trying to get fat for the winter. And sure enough, they did. So I'm throwing this kind of shad crappie color, mainly throwing bluegill in the back. We're gonna see if more bite. Thought it was gonna be a tougher day. It still might be on moving baits, but man, I'll take that one, 4.5 pounds. You on?
Yep, I am on. That's good.
Yes, sir. Dude, that stripe on it is gorgeous. That's a beautiful fish. Yes, sir. Heck yeah, dude. Woo, gone. Shaky head down its throat. Nice one, man. Another 3-pounder.
Nice.
We got a 3 and a 4.5. Working on a solid bag. There's one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one too, dude. Wow. That's a great bass.
On the shaky head.
Dude, maybe on him. Still got one?
Yeah.
Bigger than your first one. That's gotta be 5. That's great.
I mean, 44 degree water temps. Freaking private water fishing just showing out this morning. That was on that plum MB fat finesse worm with that new XZone shaky head. Crushed it. Wow. 5.04. Whew.
That looks so good, dude. The markings, the belly, the head.
Wow.
What a great bass.
Great fish. Heck yeah. All right, that one there came up an 8, that plum color on that MB fat finesse worm by XZone Lures. And this is a new little shaky head they got too. The XZone Lures just came out with a little tungsten shaky head. Works pretty well. Little 3/16 ounce. And just almost dead sticking it. Came up and ate it. It just may have a better image right now. When we're sitting still, it's kind of blurry. When we're moving, it's super clear. He was swimming with it. A little smaller. Small. I think I got him hooked pretty good. Look at that fish, guys. Wow. That's another 4-pounder.
Dude, what a great bass.
On that XZone worm. .92. Just under 4. Throw one right down the side of that tree if you can. Right over here. On the left side. Yeah. Bingo. Bingo. You on? Hey, the net. Damn.
That's a good
Easy,
bag.
easy, easy, easy. Oh my gosh. Easy, 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 easy. Shoot, 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 shoot. Got him. Yeah. Dude, that's a freaking monster.
Dude,
that is a monster.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that freaking Haas right there. Muscleback, fat finesse worm, southern sip, private water fishing. Oh my gosh. Woo! All right, guys, we're obviously back at the house now, but I want to wrap up and recap this video for you by kind of highlighting the baits that I was using. I'm going to do it really quickly, but I want to break down those catches and tell you what I was using, and I hope you can go replicate it, because that was a pretty tough day on the water. I'm not going to lie. Like, overall was a tough day, tough conditions, and while that was a pretty awesome video, the catches were awesome, just under 23 pounds for those 5 fish. It was not as easy as it looked. So first of all, though, that swim jig, this is the color here. Okay, the swim jig itself is called Trout Mouth by Flirt Skirt Fishing. I'm going to link them below. But it's an awesome swim jig. I just recently picked it up, and the whole reason why I picked it up is because I knew that this black coloring in here with white would also look like a black crappie, right, that bass love to feed on. Crappie are really active during the winter, so I thought, okay, if I can get a swim jig that looks like crappie to throw in the winter, then I can still catch them on a swim jig in colder months. But you'll notice that there's a really stiff weed guard here, and then look at the size of that hook. Just a massive hook on here, which I really like. The red eye, I'm not sure if that helps or not, but certainly didn't hurt. And in this particular case, that's a 210 color. And that XZone Swammer 210, and I picked it because it has a little bit of a black, but also translucent, but then like a purple and black glitter to it. But that blackish tail again also looks like a crappie. So that's how I designed, and I guess you could say put together that swim jig in my mind. When I saw those colors, I knew this Swammer by XZone had that color, and I thought, you know what, all this together is going to look pretty much like a crappie. And a lot of our Texas lakes have crappie, including that particular private lake I was fishing, which was Pecan Gap in Gainesville, Texas, with private water fishing. I think that fish, though, was up shallow because of the sun, and I think they were up there getting warm. That was about 4 feet of water, so pretty crazy that fish was up that shallow, because the rest of them we caught deeper in like 9 to 12 foot, but that was pretty awesome. Real quickly, I'm throwing that on the TFO 7.3 heavy. All right, tactical elite rod with 20-pound fluorocarbon, and that was a loose hyper mag, and that's just kind of my swim jig setup. I like this particular setup because the whole thing weighs less than 10 ounces. It's super light, and for what is probably my favorite technique to throw the swim jig, I want a light setup. All right, now then, let's transition quickly to the shaky head. All right, now this is the shaky head itself is a tungsten shaky head by XZone Lures. They just came out with it. It's a 3/16 ounce weight. And the color that I went to is plum, all right? You'll see it's like a reddish color with blue flake. And my thought process was, with it being a high sun day, just like the light is shining on here, it's rather translucent, but it's also kind of glow and illuminate a little bit under the water. That sun's gonna hit it, and those blue flakes are gonna shine, all right, and sparkle and draw some attention. And so that was my thought process in choosing this particular color. My buddy Chris, who was fishing with me, he caught his on the color Southern Sip that XZone Lures makes. It was the same exact worm, just different color, called Southern Sip. This one's called Plum, but both of them kind of have like a glow or illuminate in the bright sun. So that was kind of our mindset while we were choosing those colors. But I was just slowly dragging or hopping this, and you may think, oh, I've seen trick worms like this before. This is a 6-inch, but the difference is when this shaky head hits the bottom, this worm stands up like this, all right? It stands up and it floats. It doesn't lay down like this, like most worms do. It floats like this. And to me, that is the biggest difference. Now, it's not to say you're not gonna get bites on any other shaky head or any other finesse worm like this, or a trick worm. That's what I was looking for, a trick worm. It's not to say you're not going to catch any fish on any other type of worm, but I do believe you're going to draw more fish, bigger fish, and more bites when it stands up and floats. So again, that's the MB Fat Finesse Worm by XZone, plum color, and the other one that Chris caught, that 6-pounder, was actually in Southern Sip. Now again, I'm throwing this on the TFO Tactical Elite rod, but this is a 7.3 medium heavy. It's got a lot more bend to it. So a medium heavy sounds like it's a stiff rod. It's really not the way TFO makes their rods. So there's a lot of bend here and give to it, but it's extremely sensitive. So when you got a tungsten shaky head and a very sensitive rod, I'm throwing 14-pound fluorocarbon there, and I could feel all those bites. I could feel it dragging through the trees. And the hook sets are just fine with this rod because you got a thinner hook compared to like what's on the swim jig, for example. So anyways, and then the reel is just a loose reel. It's a 7.5 to 1. The gear ratio doesn't really matter much because you're moving the bait with your rod, not so much with your reel. But that's what we caught them on. We caught the swim jig fish probably around 10 in the morning. And then the rest of those fish, the other 4, all came between like 11:30 and 1:30. And ironically enough, that's the exact time frame, that 2-hour time frame that Bass Forecast showed that the fish should be biting. And the reason why is because with the full moon, they're probably not going to eat again until midday. And that's exactly what happened. And then after that, after about 2:30, the bite shut off. We didn't get a single bite the rest of the day. So we took the bites we got. We were 5 for 5. Every single bite we got, we landed the fish. We didn't miss any, which was great. Chris and I were talking at the beginning of that video that the over-under was 4, and we caught 1 more at 5. So pretty darn close as kind of predicting how the day was going to go. Finesse ended up being what caught the most fish and the biggest fish. That one swim jig fish I will take all day. A fish hitting a moving bait in 44-degree water temps. I love it. But I tried everything else. I tried an umbrella rig. I tried a underspin. I tried a swim bait. I tried a lipless crank. I had 10 rods on my deck and I tried almost everything. So those are the 2 things though that worked. Just want to break it down for you. Tell you to go check out Private Water Fishing. I'll leave a link below and a coupon code you can use to save you some money if you want to sign up with Private Water Fishing. I'll leave a link below for XZone Lures and with Flirt Skirt Fishing. Any other questions, drop me a comment. If you've not yet, please subscribe to the channel. We'd love for you to help me grow the channel. If nobody told you today, God loves you, and so do I. Peace out.